Libra, to your beginning of the month of August reading. Hope you friends are doing great out there. Welcome back, everyone. Okay, let's get straight into this. This is the Shock of the New coming out for you using the Sacred Rebels deck. This card is talking about bringing you guidance. You are about to encounter something new and different in your life. This is helpful. Don't reject it, no matter how small or insignificant or how powerful and life-changing it may be. You are being asked to dispense with your reliance on your past and what have been your tools to navigate your life. So looking backwards at your experiences. So it's not just about where you're going today. It actually wants you to look back at yesterday and kind of say, okay, this is where I've kind of set myself to having these tools, this understanding. This is how I planted my seeds, and this is how I'm going to show up now. Yeah. Because it says you will have to fly by the seat of your pants, so to speak, as you experience with the new ways of life. And life will show you the way. So it's kind of like that's what the shock and the old is. Because the shock of the new is the old way is on its way out. You are being invited, dragged, and nurtured, and coerced into the new. You can handle it. But that's why it's saying it wants you to look at all the insignificant details of what went on in the past. Like, where did I plant these seeds? Because it's going to actually help you on the journey now to where you're going. So there's obviously something going on with you that you're not exactly sure where you're going, right? It feels like, okay, I know there's something going on, but I'm not really sure what's going on. That's how it feels. So it wants you to kind of look backwards to go forwards, which is good because, you know, the stepping stones of yesterday's past are just that. That's what they're for, to look and see how we got to where we are. Okay. Okay, so let's look and see. This one says because the new beginning, step forward, expansion, because you're entering the stone. This is called the entrance stone because you're walking right through this new doorway. Huh. This is very interesting. So there's definitely some kind of expansion that's going on around you. I think you guys can feel the tug or the push, however, right? But I think you're just kind of like, I'm not sure where this is leading me, right? How's this going to work out? Where am I really going? What's going on? A lot of you just got out of a storm, right? Weathering out of the storm, now into this beautiful new entrance. Okay. Okay, so yeah. So let's look over here. Okay, so you're getting out of a storm and going straight to this new door, and that's kind of a shock, and I kind of see where the shock is, because it's kind of like maybe you moved a little fast through it, right? For some of you, maybe not all of you. Or it could just be the shock of, I didn't see it coming this way, one way or another. But I do feel like a lot of you are in some kind of a little bit of a confusion, though, of which way to move. So let's look at that. Recovery. You know what's kind of crazy? Looking at her, you know what? For some of you, it doesn't have to be all of you, but I am going to tell you one thing I do see. And if you're that person, let me know. For some of you, you have like what they call overnight fame. And it's very shocking because you don't understand how you became so famous so fast. It's the overnight fame scenario. It's like I just got out of a storm and I woke up the next day, even though it's not really that way, but it kind of feels that way. Where all of a sudden I'm famous. right? Like, let's say you're on YouTube and you have a channel, and like maybe you only had 1,000 subscribers, and I just barely got everything right. And then all of a sudden, you have 20,000 subscribers or something. You know what I mean? Like you're overnight famous. It does feel like something like that happened. Now, it doesn't mean that it's actually 100% overnight. It could have literally been like, 2 or 3, 4, weeks getting to this point. But I do feel, and it's kind of like that can put you in confusion, because I do feel like whatever's going on over here, some of you might have literally, it could be overnight, because like you could win the lottery, like maybe you win the lottery, or they hit the jackpot in Vegas or Atlantic City or something, and you just won all this money. Or maybe you had an inheritance come in and it's thousands and thousands of dollars, you know what I mean, like hundreds of thousands of dollars or something. Overnight success, overnight fame, overnight, I became a millionaire, I became very successful. Okay, like I said, it doesn't have to be for all of you, but I am feeling that. And then for some of you, you have this overnight, no matter what's going on, you have this kind of overnight improvement, and it kind of like throwing you off because you just got out of a storm. Yeah, you guys are going to have some kind of overnight success or something. There's some kind of overnight improvement. There's something going on where it's kind of like, how did I get here? How in the world did this happen, right? How did I go from, like rags to riches, or how did I go from this to that fast? Yeah, I don't know. It's really weird. There's something that has to do with something like that for a lot of you. I'm just going to go with that. You'll know your own story, but that's exactly what's going on. Yeah, it was like I was persevering one day and I had the Wheel of Fortune the next. See, what's that? Yeah. Yeah, it was like one day I was walking on a walking stick, and then the next day I'm like friggin' rich. Yeah. Or maybe you met someone rich. Maybe you're meeting someone rich. That's weird. Yeah. For some of you, you're meeting someone rich. Let me, wow, I just like, this is crazy. It's the overnight, I'm becoming either I met the King of Pentacles, and or I am the King of Pentacles, or both, whatever. I know, something amazing is happening. Clarifying the situation. Who's the King of Pentacles? Having a message coming in. For some of you, it's inheritance, and you're going to inherit a home. You're going to inherit some kind of family heirloom, some kind of family money. Okay? Because of bad health. What leads you on to the journey? Okay, that's for some of you. The other side of you, you have a change in great fortune. You just woke up one day and boom, you win this man, you become this mature person, or you got this mature person in your life. You meet this mature person, or you just win the lottery or something. This is the craziest reading. You're going on a journey where you felt like you were imprisoned, but now you feel like you're coming out of imprisonment. Some of you just got divorced and you're just meeting somebody brand new. The wealthy man. Come on. Where a lot of you felt like you just got out of a nasty divorce or a nasty relationship where you felt like they were just thieving your heart, thieving everything away from you, and now all of a sudden you have this wealthy man. Don't tell me that that's what's going on, because that's exactly what it says right here. Deep thoughts, courthouse, imprisonment, journey. So no matter what, it is this beautiful transformation. I mean, because the next card after the journey is the coffin. So yeah, rags to riches. See, look at that, rags to riches for some of you. That's the craziest story. I have nothing. I got nothing. So it's either A, B, or C. A, B, or C, guys. I mean, that's really all there is here. Inheritance, you run into a wealthy inheritance, you inherit a bunch of money, or you run into a wealthy guy who's just love of your life, wants to change your world, or you run into some fortunate kind of like I won the lottery type of scenario, or some job that some wealthy man owns, some company and wants to pay you tons of money or gives you some wealthy proposal. I mean, that's like it. Pick your poison, right? Because it doesn't matter. It's the Ten of Cups. And it's coming towards you. I got it. That's it. I'm leaving it there because that's all there is. Wow. Spirit wants you to know the power of prayer. Power of prayer and the conscious consumer. Yeah, you were consciously consuming, all right. And no wonder you're in like shock. You're like, I don't know what the hell just happened. No wonder you're going back to try to figure out, okay, well, what kind of seeds did I plant? Well, it looks like you were praying. You were praying over here and becoming the conscious consumer. So, yeah, it looks like the Lord has heard your prayers. Jeez. Wow. Okay, guys. Until next time. Peace and love. Bye-bye.